one of the problems with people with autism is they tend to focus on their problems. So the problem is they focus on problems. They focus on what is wrong because they know something inherently is wrong, and that preoccupies their mind so extensively that we tend to force out all the things that are right, and as a result, we have very unbalanced thinking. So if you are an individual with autism, high functioning autism, Asperger syndrome, you probably are one of these people that you just can't make it go away, right? Now, if you have a toothache, you have a toothache, and you can focus on the positive if you want, but it still hurts, right? So it kind of dominates your thinking process. And when you have been abused as a person with autism, that hurts. And you have those scars. And we can't belittle those things. We can't dismiss them. We can't say, look, these are very real problems, but let's pretend they're not there. We can't do that. So we have to acknowledge them, just to their face for what they are. Face value, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, but what are we going to do now? Are we going to forget that, hey, we are improving, or maybe we are improving? Are we going to forget that things can get better and can improve? Are we going to let ourselves get so weighted down in the toothache that we forget, we can go to the dentist, right? Get this thing fixed. We forget that, hey, we could take some Advil or whatever and maybe remedy some of the pain at least. So we get so engrossed with hurt and pain and the problems of being autistic that we forget that, hey, we can be improving. Well, how are we improving? That's what we want to talk about. What I call 4 signs that you are improving. Now, I'm kind of hesitant to talk about this. I got to be honest with you, because as I talk with people with autism, including myself, we like to hurt. I mean, we do. We like to hurt. We kind of enjoy the pain. We like we like people to feel sorry for us. Now, well, maybe you're an exception, but I'm not. And most people I talk to, yeah, we love it. People feel sorry for us. We're the center of attention. Great. Make a video about how bad it is to be autistic. And people, man, they love to watch those. This is not one of those videos, though. This is one of these presentations where we're going to focus on how we are improving. So number 1 is, and to me this is the most important. I know when you make videos, you're supposed to leave the most important to the very end so people watch to the very end, but I'm going to put this one at the very beginning, and that is know when to let go. I mean, just know when to say, you know what, I got a problem. Using the toothache analogy, I got a toothache. I need to stop pretending it's not there. I need to do something about it. Now, I don't know about you, but when I've had toothaches in the past, that was my approach. I had to go away. Guess what? Never had a toothache that went away on its own. Never. Had to go to the dentist. Had to have a filling or tooth pulled or whatever. I had to have something done. And the problem that I had with Asperger syndrome, with autism, is I knew I had a problem, but I didn't want to let it go. I didn't want to admit that I had the problem, even though I knew I had the problem. Doesn't make sense, right? I know my tooth aches, but I'm pretending it doesn't ache because I want it to go away. But that's not how autism works. Nothing works that way. So there I was, 65 years old, and I recall I told my wife, hey, I'm going to go talk to a therapist. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the meltdowns. I'm tired of the confusion. I didn't tell her all that. I just told her I was going to a therapist, to deal with this. And I just had to let it go. I had to admit that, I have a problem that needs to be dealt with. And why that is so hard, I got no idea. By the way, autism is not a mental disorder. It is neurological, but it's not a mental illness in the conventional meaning of the term. But it's still a problem. Still something that can cause difficulties in our life, so we need to deal with it. So what did I do? Well, when we got home, we were in Florida when I told her that on vacation, but when I got home, I got on the internet and I just started searching for therapists who specialized in autism. I didn't want to talk to just any therapist who did autism as a side But I wanted to talk to somebody who did autism and nothing but autism so they would know if I was faking it. If I was faking autism or faking not having autism. I wanted someone who could see through the counterfeit. And I found somebody. And I went in, did the assessment, and yeah, I just let it go. Hey, I've got autism. So what? I always have. I was born with it. I have Asperger syndrome. I have challenges socializing. I have all those things, or nearly all of those things, that come with autism. Just let it go. I admit it. You know what that is? That is a sign that you're growing. So have you got to that point in your life? Yeah, think about it yourself personally. Have you ever gotten to the point in your life where you said, you know, this is me. This is who I am. I'm autistic. I'm not a bad person because of it. It's just part of who I am. You know, I've got brown hair. Or I used to. Now it's turning kind of gray. I don't know what it is now. But that's who I am. It's part of my identity. You know, I'm a male. So what? That's who I am. Being a male has some problems. Being a female has some problems. So problems come with being who I am. Problems come with being autistic just as well. So what? That's who I am. So I accept it. I'll let it go. I'm not trying to hang on to being something that I'm not, wishing somehow, some way that toothache will magically, mysteriously just disappear. And I hope you are not doing that as well. Hope you're not hanging on to something that is a complete, what do you call it, lie? My guess is, yeah, you're letting go. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be watching this video. So, hey, you're improving. Give yourself a thumbs up. Well, give the video a thumbs up while you're thinking of it. Number 2 is this. You know that you are improving when you learn to lean into the truth. Now, that kind of reflects what we already said, but just lean into reality. Accept who you are. Whatever things are true, whatever things are honest, whatever things are sincere, whatever things are just, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, focus your mind on those things. I mean, why is it that we as people with Asperger syndrome or autism are constantly focused on the negatives? Yeah, I get it. The tooth hurts, so you can't not focus on it because it's there. But it's not going to stop hurting until we also focus on the truth. And the truth is you can go to the dentist, right? So the truth is, and I'm not saying that the characteristics and traits of autism are, you know, things that need to be cured, because I don't see them as that. At least I don't. Maybe you do. But I'm kind of glad I am the way that I am. I mean, I may not be like everyone else, but then again, poor people, they're not like me. They're not like us. What's wrong with them? You know, we can take two sides of that issue, right? So we lean into the truth. And the truth is, you're not a bad person because people abused you in the past. They're bad people. I mean, do you remember being bullied in school? I've said this a lot of times. I really wasn't physically bullied in school. And I think I may be the only Aspie on the planet who did not go through that, even though I was pretty much ignored. But physical bullying, I can't remember, maybe 1 or 2 times less than just the neurotypical kids, really. But you probably did if you have autism. And you had this mindset, you must be a bad person because people are abusing you. Never stop to think that the truth is, the people who abused you, those are the bad guys. I mean, the fact that they abused you is kind of like an award, you know? You went through the fire. You came out on the other side. You're the good guy. If you weren't the good guy, they wouldn't have been bothering you in the first place. So you lean into the truth. You believe in yourself. Not that you're arrogant, not that you're narcissistic, but you got a good balanced view of who you are. You've got strengths, you got weaknesses, you've got positive, you got negative. Put all those together, and it turns out that you just are who you are. And usually that's not a bad thing. Now, if you're a serial killer, okay, you're a bad person in my opinion, but I don't think you are, right? So you're a decent person. You got flaws. I do too. You got positive things about you. I do too. We admit all of those things. I said this in another video. You may even want to write them down. You know, journal. Put down your, 2 lists. Here's what's wrong. Here's what's right. Number 3 is this. You have a solid and sound self-image. This kind of touches on what we just said, is you need to be balanced in your thinking about yourself. So, I'd like to think that I am Superman, but if I try to jump tall buildings in a single bound like Superman did, I'm going to get hurt. I'm going to try to jump over the building, and all that's going to happen is I'm going to get like 3 inches off the ground, and if I'm real close to the building, I may hurt my nose running into it. So I find out, nah, I can't do that. I realize that, like a lot of people with Asperger's, but not all of them, I've never been good at athletics. I'm not really coordinated. But then again, I can walk, I can move around. I've, all my fingers and my arms and my legs, they work just fine, not as strong and powerful as some other people. And I don't have that mental capacity for sports like other people have, but that's who I am. What's wrong with that? So I've got this self-image that is balanced. I know who I am. I know what I'm good at. I know what I'm not good at. So that is an indication when you get to that point where you can accept yourself as you are, that is a sign that you're improving. In my opinion, that's a sign that you, as a person with autism, with Asperger syndrome, are growing in your life. That's what you're supposed to be doing, right? You're supposed to be moving forward, not backwards. Number 4 is this. And I love this one, and that is that you have learned to care about other people. In other words, you are a person with empathy. So we talked earlier about being bullied, when you were in school. And I got to tell you, it doesn't stop. I mean, when you get to be an adult, people will still bully you, other adults. They don't grow up, right? So I've never been physically bullied as an adult, but I found it extremely difficult to hold down a job because people, they love to abuse the weak guy, or someone they perceive as the weak guy. You've probably gone through that same thing. So the point is that you have experienced that. And what has experience taught us? Has experience taught me that I should hate other people because they are bullies? Or has that experience taught me that other people are also being bullied as well, and I should care about those people? Maybe I can take some of my life experiences and help them along their way as they're going through it. That's why I do this YouTube channel, by the way, is I've gone through it. I've done it. I've experienced it. And I want to talk to people who are younger than me for the most part. Some of the viewers are older because they tell me. But wherever you are in life, chances are I've been at that stage in life and I've gone through it, and I just kind of want to share with other people what I've gone through so that I can help. Now, if you are doing the same thing, if you maybe not have a YouTube channel, but you have reached that point in life where you can see that other people are experiencing what you experienced and maybe are still experiencing, and you have empathy for those people and you want to help them. By the way, there's 2 different things there. You can have empathy for people and just ignore them. Or you can have empathy for people and try to help them. That's the whole story of the Good Samaritan, The guy was, whoever he was, mugged and assaulted and robbed, and they dumped him on the side of the road. And some people came by and they saw him and, poor guy, he got mugged. Well, the Samaritan came along and he didn't just say, poor guy, he got mugged, but he actually helped the guy. So they're 2 different things, But if you get to that point where you care about other people and you actually help them, that is what empathy is all about. So if you have gotten to that stage in life where you are caring about people other than yourself, and by the way, you should care about yourself. Don't ever lose sight of that. But you are caring about other people the same way that you care about yourself, or that you should care about yourself. That is a clear sign that, hey, you're going forward. You're moving in the right direction. So, look, I said at the very beginning, the problem with people that, at least in my opinion, with autism, with Asperger syndrome, high-functioning autism, is we tend to focus too much on what is hurting us. We focus on the pain, not on the cure, or whatever relieves the pain. And as a result of that, we stay in the pain. Well, if you like to have pain, well, okay, then keep doing it. But if you want the relief from the hurt, from the aches and difficulties and challenges that you face in life, primarily because of the way that other people have treated you. I mean, there can be some exceptions to that, but almost every heartache that is felt by a person with autism is due to the way that they were abused by other people. You know, I don't want to live in that mud and mire of abuse. I'm not denying that it's there, that it was there, that it's still there, that it probably always will be there as long as we are alive. But I'm also going to understand that, yeah, you know, I can move forward. I can get over some of this. I don't have to live my life as bad as it is now or as bad as it was yesterday. I can keep on moving forward. And I hope that you take these 4 ideas, give them some thought, you know, apply them. Let me know in the comments section what you have experienced, how you have moved forward, and not just me, but other people who read the comments will help. You'll help them as well. See those rectangles on the screen? Let's keep talking if you want. If not, well, thanks for stopping by. But if you want to keep talking, just click on one of those 2 rectangles. But otherwise, we'll see you all next time.